1996, Nintendo developed and published Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64 console. The fifth course within the game was Big Boo's Haunt, and was that of a haunted castle. Within the haunt, in one of the rooms, is the killer piano, as it was called in the Japanese version of the game, but in the Western adaptation, it was called the Mod Piano. What was infamous about the enemy is that when the player would approach the piano to see if it had anything to do with completing the course, it would come alive, bearing sharp teeth exposed, and would move to attack the player. The piano was also invulnerable, so there was no real way to destroy or kill it. If the player happened to take damage from it, the amount taken would be slightly more than normal. Due to the sudden jump scare that the piano gave most players when approached, especially the reactions to the first time, combined with the invulnerable nature of the killer piano, a good amount of young players at the time considered it to be one of the most frightening experiences in the entire game. Although Nintendo didn't intend for the killer piano to have such a jarring impact with players, it did regardless. Theories emerged online in the years and decades since the game was released that try to explain away the experiences and circumstances that players had from encountering an unlikely enemy such as the killer piano, and how it affected them personally. Reactions to the killer piano wasn't exactly lost nor forgotten with Nintendo developers, as the killer piano didn't make any further appearances in almost any form except for minor cameos in similar games. But in the more modern appearances, it's nowhere near as alarming or frightening as it once was. Sometimes a character could be forgotten because in previous times they were frightening. In modern times, they aren't.